This is by far the best breakdown of what our current political state is. It by bar none, best breakdown. So easy. I mean, it's literally sticky note style. Okay, Barney style.
In 2016 when Joe Biden issued that video, 2020 rather, and he said, "I'm running to save the soul of this country." It resonated with me in a way that I never thought it would. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how he got my vote, as everybody knows. Because I can, switch around candidates that I like or not.
Mm-hmm.
And when I listen to "We're going to Save Our Democracy," I start thinking, well, unfortunately, you didn't really save the soul of this country because we're more divided now than we ever were.
Mm-hmm.
And I start thinking, well, then our democracy is really at risk. So those two things can exist at the same time, right? So stay with me
Mm-hmm.
here. What we're seeing by the Republican Party, and I give it to them, we're seeing a long game. We're seeing that they are dismantling or attempting to dismantle institutions. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, the most elite colleges and universities in the world, which, by the way, they all went to. Everybody in the Supreme Court went there. Elise Stefanik went there. All the Congress people went there. Ted Cruz went there. Those schools are not good enough anymore because I think because now people that don't look like them were getting in. Affirmative action, no more. Why? So that people that don't look like them don't get in. Women don't have reproductive rights anymore over their own bodies. Why? So they can have power over women. Why is French and Mandarin and Spanish being taken away from our public schools? So that we can be a monolingual society and can't compete globally. The Republicans are intentionally dumbing down our electorate, erasing history so that past can become prologue and so they can remain in power.
Hey, that line's fire.
Grievance politics at its best, and it's because people see what Sarah was saying. I can't pay my electric bill. My gas bill's high. I need my food. And why is that? Why is my station in life like this? It's because that black guy got into Harvard and became president. Or it's because that immigrant is over there doing better than not driving a nicer car than I drive. It's grievance politics, but culture wars specific. And I wish people could see it in that way because this is not by accident.
Like this clip is so big picture. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I've been trying to preach for the longest time. Like the long game, right? Like you could see their strategy forever. I wish I had the clips on hand. I wish I had the clips on hand from every single time I've ever mentioned it. Like, and even if I didn't mention it in a video, I mentioned it in conversation. I'm like, we're being literally manipulated. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people that don't even realize that they're being manipulated, that they don't even care about you. They just care about power. They're never gonna do anything to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you insist on voting for them? What do they do for you? Nothing. And I get it. If you're somebody that's like one issue voting is terrible, but I understand it. Many Republicans, there are many that if Democrats said today, you know what, we're done with we're pushing gun control. We're gonna leave it alone. You're gonna be able to keep your guns. Do you know how many more votes they would get? Casually. They casually just get a whole lot more votes just because people know and understand that the thing that they hold dear is not going away. It's the same way how Republicans lost votes to Democrats because they took away reproductive rights for women. And then all of a sudden, women that are even conservative, that are even on their side, switch sides because they realized, oh man, they finally came for me. They finally came for me. Every group of people has failed to realize that eventually it's going to be your day and they're going to come for you too. And that's why us at the bottom, collectively, we all have to stick together. We all have to stick together because it's just the elite, the rich. There's a difference between being elite and rich. Elite, the rich, the uber wealthy, the politicians, and the celebs and whoever else cares for them. That's all that's left. You know what I'm saying? It's just those people, and it ain't even a lot of them. It ain't even a lot of them. And we could get so much further. We could go so much further in life if we would band together. The scariest time in the world for them, and I will stand by this, was during Occupy Wall Street. That was the first time I've ever seen them horrified. Horrified. You could see that in the news coverage. You could see that in how, you know what I'm saying, how it was taken over. And then they slowly, not only did they take attention from it, you know what I'm saying, they told the media companies, stop covering that. Stop that. Stop covering that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that right now. Stop covering it. Not only did they do that, they systematically broke down each and every last protest site. Each and every last protest site. They made sure they weren't getting resources no more. They made sure of it. They wanted them gone. They wanted them gone. They paid some people off to go home. Like, how much for you to go home? And people were folding. But what we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? They even sprinkled in a little drugs out there. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that's how it went. We gotta reband together, okay? We gotta reunify this country by any means necessary, okay? Because it's starting to become too late. I think the last saving grace we have for democracy is if Trump is disqualified from running for office. I think that would set a good pendulum shift and a good tone shift to make the Republican Party put forth an actual reasonable candidate. Just ban Trump from holding public office again, and then go after. Matter of fact, do that and then go after every single last person that helped him run the insurrection. Once you do that, you get rid of all of them. We'll be in a better place. We'll be in a better place. Heck, if you can get all the minorities to come together and look at each other and go, look, we aren't ops. We are not ops to each other. We should work together. That alleged black and brown coalition that doesn't exist, it'd be fire if it did exist. And we get a lot of things done. A lot of things done. Um, if somehow we could stop being divided over gender, like there's so many over sex, like who people sleep with. I don't give a damn who you sleep with. I don't care. What somebody does at home have to do with me? Like y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see the division. Y'all don't see how they coming for us. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna drag this out too long. Y'all have a good one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about what Sonny had to say in the comments section down below. I'm up out of here.